Hey, what's up everybody? This is Benny, and I'm going to do a recap video for this clan here. I don't know how you say their name. Again, I'm going to do a high and low replay, and then I'm going to show like an honorable mention. Alright, so the first one is Team Mitch's attack on number 11. He's 7, and this is 11. I'm going to scout it first. He goes in through the top here with some witches. It's mainly a go wee wee, but with some back-end loons, and he does a really good job with something, and I'll explain that in a bit. But he kind of ignores the CC, which is okay in this situation because he uses a lot of witches and a lot of wizards, which really help with killing the CC in this area when it gets to about this area. And there's only a few things that go wrong, but he does a great job with his jump spell right in the center right here. He gets over both of these walls. And then over on the side, one of the things that goes wrong is his king goes off to the side. But that doesn't matter too much because it did end up working out for him. His king met up with the rest of the group, kind of going around all this stuff. And then he waited and got these last outer side defenses, which would have been harder because the queen and the golems and the wizards and witches would have had to go through these layers of walls right here before they got to these defenses, and these defenses might have actually killed the wizards and witches and queen before they got out to the outside, which would have been devastating because that probably would have just turned to be like another high percentage 2-star attack. So get right into the replay and show you how he did this. Zoom in a little bit. Alright, so he's got 3 golems on this attack, plenty of wall breakers, laying down some wizards in a nice little pattern. He could have also funneled a little bit better, but it's not the end of the world that he didn't. He did mean for those wall breakers to only get through the first wall, but I mean, if he used a couple more, he might have actually gotten through the second wall easily as well. But his jump spell was superb, supreme, excellent. He got over both the walls, and that's really what matters. It doesn't look like it, but he did. It got over the corners there. He laid down all his witches. He could have laid down the witches kind of sporadically, just like one, wait a second, another one, and then wait a second, another one, and then lay down the rest of them, because that allows the witches to spawn skeletons at different rates, so they don't all group up in one clump and die from like one mortar shot or whatever, leaving the witches a little bit more vulnerable. So that's a little strategy tip for you. He's got all of his witches and wizards and golems in the center. Golems are tanking away, and that's just a lot of damage, really strong attack, a lot of healing going on, and he's doing a great job. His king does go out to the outside, but he has a little golem protector, or a big golem protector, and he waits long enough so that these air defenses on the inside are killed so that his balloons can get into the backside here, which is really effective, and that's what you want to do if you're using back-end loons, back-end hogs. You want to wait until your forward front force is coming through and almost breaks all the defenses down, and everything, and pretty much wipes out the core, wipes out the center, makes the attack just a little bit easier. And that golem right there triggering that big bomb was really fortunate because look at that group of witches, those 4 witches. Oh man, they would have hurt if they hit that. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. It's clean up at this point, and yeah, it's a great 3-star attack, great planning, and great spot there that you can get in this entire base. There's not too many compartments. There's just like this one or outer one inner one, in the very center, and that's really all you're gonna have to deal with. So there's the troop composition, and then we're gonna go look at the lower attack that we will be featuring today, and that is number 21, Alexander's attack on their 21 versus, or our 21 versus their 21. Now this one is a dragon attack, and I said I don't feature these too much, but I wanted to show that heal spells and rage spells can be used. You don't always have to use lightning spells. He does a great job with funneling, waiting for those dragons to kill off those outer structures right about here and right about here, and then he just lays down everything right in this area, and that just goes right through the center, works out very well for him. Uses a heal spell here, a rage spell, and then a rage spell, and it works out really well. You don't always have to use a lightning, and especially when the air defense are kind of closer to the center, you can see that they're kind of a little bunched up maybe. He does a good job with that. It's also easy at this point because his air sweeper is facing this way. If the air sweeper was facing the other way, it might have been a little bit harder. This base wasn't completely well thought out, but regardless, he did a good job with the attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch this. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because it is a dragon attack, and they are kind of slow and clunky, but that's the way That's the way it is. And once he places down all his stuff, it should be relatively soon coming out there. There you go. And that dragon does come out of the clan castle, but that's not the biggest deal, because they're dragon on dragon, and you got, like, tons of dragons. Look at that. Just tons of dragons puffing fire on that one dragon. It's not going to last very long, that fight right there. And it does really good. He only loses, like, 1 or 2 dragons out to the very outside, but the majority of the dragons are in the inside. They get a lot of that heal spell, a lot of the rage spell. They come up, sneak up behind the air sweeper, which is great. Get the kill on that. The balloons are doing their job, going to town on those archer towers and air defense, and he completely wipes out this base. It's a great job. I'm going to speed it up a little bit more because I do have another attack to show, the honorable mention attack, which is also another dragon attack, but is a little bit more special for different reasons. And Alexander, you did a great job with your attack. Good job. Continue to get those 3 stars, and we will catch this later. Actually, I didn't catch this. Yeah, you want to make sure you want to get archers out to the outside, maybe. Drop 1 dragon for some archers. That's what I would always do. I'd take 20 archers or something. So the honorable mention attack is lower, but it is Zombie Hunter's attack on number 24. So it's our 25 versus their 24. And again, just like the last video, this is kind of a weird base. You look at this and you're like, what do I do? But it is kind of trying to be anti-dragon, but Zombie Hunter comes at it very confidently, and he manages to get this completely 3-starred, which is great. And these lower attacks that are 3 stars, they really do help the higher guys not have to worry about the lower guys. The lower guys on their end, we don't have to worry about killing them. So Zombie Hunter always does a great job with the lower end kills. He uses his king on the outside over here, and we speed it up just a bit, to funnel off and cut off this area right here. He uses his rage, which is great. It got the entire wall right there, the entire this way right here, so the dragons don't go over there except 1 dragon. But again, it's not that big of a deal. If it's only 1 dragon, it's only 1 dragon. You have the rest of yours up in the center, and they do work on this base. It is a Town Hall 7 attack, so if he did have dragons go astray and go around, it would have been bad, but it wouldn't have been the absolute end of the world, because it is only 1 air defense that you have to worry about once you use those lightning spells. So you did do a great job, Zombie Hunter. Keep up the good work, and look at all those dragons left over. You had everything. I think you had every single dragon left over. That's great. So good job to everyone. Great attacks. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you later.